What to do, everybody? It's your humble host Sage back up in this thing again with another episode for y'all. My phone died because I was too busy eating cookies, so I'm gonna get y'all the episode numbers at a later date. But we back in this thing again. New Year, Happy New Year's, everybody. Hope everybody had some fun and safe celebrations with their loved ones. And let's get ready for this new year. We got some new trailers that just dropped for some new animations and media well with the new year. So we will give you our first thoughts real quick. So let's jump into it. We have Solo Leveling. New episode just dropped on the 5th, and today is it dropped today. My dumb ass.
Yo.
Who I had indigestion.
Squad Nero? No.
You did that, didn't you?
No, I did not.
Yo,
I didn't touch that at all.
He did that, y'all. He did that,
I was
y'all.
over here dancing the whole time.
He did that, y'all.
You the one that did that. The one that was touching the teaser. That's what I put
Yo,
on yours.
Neo.
That's gonna steal from you and help you look for the shit.
Sound like a Pokemon name, Nuio. It could have been me though. I was too busy eating the damn cookies. But we got Solo Level in the first episode that dropped for the new season. How y'all feeling so far? If you have tapped into it.
Well, before we do that, I do just want to say update you. We are on episode 50. We hit the big 50.
Yes, sir. 50, the big 5-0.
Big 5-0.
I think we really pulled this off being in 4 different areas.
Yeah.
Thank you for technology.
Thank you for technology.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, let me start off with this Solo Leveling joint, bro. Because I got a bone to pick with this. I enjoyed the episode. I thoroughly did. But I sat through that movie for an hour and 20 minutes for them to play episode 1 of season 2 for the last half hour of the film. So I was like,
you only played 1 episode?
Bro.
Oh,
wow, Anthony gave me 3 episodes.
With the okay, maybe I'm bullshitting. Was the ending of the episode with the ice elves?
Yeah.
So
it just showed them.
Oh, it just showed them?
Yeah. They didn't get to fight or anything like that.
I take back what I said. Maybe I watched 3 episodes.
You watched to the point where he destroys the ice elves?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Not gonna lie, them fight scenes with the elves and them snow bears.
Yeah.
Snow bears was cool. Snow bears got packed up quick though.
They got packed up quick, but the shadows, like Igris, his shadow, like the way you see it in the manhwa, is like he's really goated in these episodes.
Oh yeah.
Like, he's really doing a damn thing. I like you watching, you like, oh shit. Like granted, the animation is still the same, but they give him so much. Like they give him so many action scenes and actually wielding that sword.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, okay, this is actually kind of worth it right now. So
yeah,
I would say from what I've seen, damn seeing the movie, from what I've seen from season 2, I feel like it's gonna be a really good season. I give a 9 out of 10.
Okay, cool. Honestly, so far with how this episode's going, I like the foretelling that like things about to get crazy. Especially when they hinted that when one of them was like, hey, what if he had a reawakening? And the guy's like, I don't know, but we got to really retest this man since he's saying he's an E rank, but we don't think he's an E rank. So honestly, looking forward to the fact that they're on this mission. The dungeon turned to a red dungeon. So now stuff's about to get crazy, and we know it's about to get crazy. Even though pretty much all 4 of us pretty much read it, and we know it's going to get crazy.
Mm-hmm.
To be able to actually see this stuff animated, though, we know it's going to be crazy. We know it's going to be some heat. This episode, I give it like an 8 because it's just literally just building things up. But I know once that fight comes, it's going to be a straight 10 out of 10.
I'm pretty much in the same sentiment as both T and D. I enjoy reading the manga. Like the fights, reading it was solid, but like to think that it can create this much more excitement actually seeing these, because like I'm not even gonna hold you. I just kind of read, like it was cool, it was enjoyable, but I just kind of read through it and was like, all right, let me get, I know something else crazier coming because of everything that had happened with Ingrid before and like him getting that like the shadows and all of that. Like I was I knew that they could do more than just what we saw in that part.
Yeah.
So like, I wasn't reading it, I wasn't extremely amped up over it. But like the way that when they just go to animate it, I'm just like, yo, bro, I like this whole art. I have so much more of an appreciation for. I did not realize that this would be animated to the extent that it was animated. To Dee's point, seeing Ingrid, like it's like swordsman and like what to more or less get with that, but just the way that they do everything, the way that they had when he was fighting the bear, they had his shadow, like they had the cloak when he went to like up above the bear. It went to this cloak with him after having him just kind of slice through initially, and then hit and then land like that finishing blow. It's like all of that was just it's so simple but so clean. It's just like you could just sit there and be lost in it. And it's not even like a major fight. Like, bro, the whole thing gonna be crazy watching how they animate everything out. And then the fact that they bring in that level, like one of the things I think is probably the best thing about Solo Leveling is they make everything so tense. Like every single little, even the littlest aspect, the little minor fight, you sit like reading it, maybe it might be lost on you, like how I sometimes do, because I'm guilty of like brushing through things. But then to see when it's animated, that's something that is like relatively just a quick pack up for our main character, is given the level of just like dread and like tenseness that it does bring. Even though you at this point, even for an anime watcher, I feel like you should be able to know what we getting with this main character. Like, how his power is and how everything goes, and even if you're not sure exactly what the wall or extent of that is, you still know, like, all right, bro, he on something different than everybody around him. So to be able to still create that despite knowing that, which again I feel like even the average anime viewer should know that at this point, is really incredible. And then it really make you like I kind of messaged y'all about this, but it really blow my mind because I don't even feel like when you really think about it, it's a Dungeons and Dragons. It's Dungeons and Dragons.
Yep.
This is a Dungeons and Dragons. Like, mad people do not like Dungeons and Dragons, and I feel like if you wanted to point somebody in a direction who doesn't like it, you would point them in the direction of Solo Leveling, because it's like you don't even feel like you watching like a Dungeon and Dragon series. It just is like a great story that you just want to follow.
Mm-hmm.
So they picked up exactly where they left off from season 1. They gave us a quick turnaround. Shout out for that. I'm gonna give them a 9 out of 10, even though I do agree with T. They just didn't give us enough for me to like really overhype it too much. But for the simple fact that they picked up right where they left off, and it's the same level of intensity, I'm gonna go 9 out of 10.
I'm gonna say real quick, like the fight scene with the head elf, the ice elves, and all of that. Like they make the fights a little bit closer than they do in the manga. Like, he's not just simply destroying every single body. Well, he like the main boss battles. Like, there's some scenes where you're like, oh, in the manga you were wondering like how do things happen so fast? And it shows like his speed and his technique and everything is just like is literally leveling during each fight. And as he's fighting, he's way smarter than what he is in the manga. Like, he's thinking on his feet each time. Like, he's like studying the battleground. Like, it's crazy. It's pretty good though.
I'm excited.
I am too. I reflect the same sentiment. It feels like they're just doubling down and just making things even crazier. Because I could see like even some differences. I could be tweaking, but even within the graphics of the actual portal or the gate, I feel like they refined that even more. in comparison to the first season. So the fact that they refine something that's so trivial but matters so much to people that actually care about that means that they put their all into this shit. So I'm happy they flying through the story too. Supposedly, I'm pretty sure we talked about this on the previous pod, but supposedly season 2 is going to encapsulate everything up to spoiler alert. Sung Jinwoo gets the magical elixir to be able to save his mom's life. They said season 2 will probably end after that because that's right before Jeju Island starts. So they'll be able to, like other people were saying, or like I said before, have a movie with Jeju Island, and boom, now you recoup a whole lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
That Jeju Island raid,
that's gonna
be
be
a great
crazy.
movie, but I hope it's nothing like here's a recap before they get to Jeju Island.
Oh yeah. This is the perfect opportunity for them not to do that. And then if they want, I'd be perfectly fine. Like they did it with what's it face? Demon Slayer, where the first movie they dropped, it was the Mugen Train arc, but then we got the Mugen Train arc in the actual anime, and then they did some more episodes after that. I would be fine with them doing that. I'm not gonna lie, as long as it's new content that hasn't already been animated in the show, give me the movie first. Give me some different scenes or different animations that you could do since it's a movie budget and not a TV show budget, and go crazy that way.
Yeah, because that Jeju Island raid, I'm not sure what chapter it starts on, but I know that's when there's the tension between Japan and Korea, and like Japan is like, we can use this raid to wipe them out. And if they're playing on that storyline, they can go into that a little bit more, as well as like the training, like showing all the what they call them niggas, S-rank hunters, like showing them in the training, all that. Like they could flesh that out, but yeah, I hope it's just not the same as the shit.
It's just written so well that it's like several different directions they could go into, and it's like as long as you continue to get solid content and it's not too like I know there's something where we talk about it before or a lot in length. It's not something where they taking years to push the content out, and they just giving us consistent content with this story. I like it's forgiving. Like this is how you do it. This is I need other storytelling manga publishers, all of that. I need them to kind of take notes here because this is exactly how you do it, where you can actually get your audience to be forgiving.
They can do some crazy shit, man. Some crazy shit. All right, Solo Leveler. Very exciting start to the season. We are excited to see how far they are willing to go. There's going to be some good fights this season, and that's going to set us up for some beautiful things. So let's segue on to, we got this new Captain America trailer. It's a quick one. I believe it's like 30 seconds. It's only just a teaser since the new movie is around a month away from being released. So,
that's like,
I can't wait for this joint. Oh, I can't wait for it.
Yeah, the more and more. Also, it's kind of like some Easter eggs within the trailer too, that it seems like they're really following more comic book accurate for these characters. You'll see it though, or I'll point it out.
Your inner circle's been compromised. Either you can't see that or you don't want to.
Who do you think they talk about?
Watch yourself. You're not Steve Rogers. You're right. I'm not.
Who do you think they talk about? Talk about us.
Stand by for proof of death.
You want me? Come and get me.
So when y'all seen Thunderbolt Ross transform into Red Hulk, and his Red Hulk hand touched the tarp that was underneath him, y'all seen that it was like sparks or embers being formed around his fingers.
Yeah,
that's his comic book accurate powers. Like the angrier he gets, the more he becomes inflamed. Or in flames type of thing, the hotter he gets type of thing. So I'm happy that they're sticking to the roots for that one. And just the shots that they got in this movie is giving me kind of Winter Soldier vibes, but if it was a nigga instead.
Yo, I got
Why you
one.
gotta say it like that, though?
Why are they playing Kendrick Lamar?
Can
Think
he on a
about
run
this.
right now.
When you got Captain America, they playing these. They
he
playing
produced music for
Yes, I
Marvel
know,
before?
but I'm saying he's Black Panther and all that. We don't need rap every time you got a black character. It's like why couldn't Captain America get the orchestra and the ensemble music that all the other characters get? You know what? That's just a small gripe, but I'm like, come on, y'all.
They got characters named Cottonmouth, Derek. They don't fuck with us.
Yeah.
You're right. Other than that, I did like the trailer though. I'm not gonna lie. Hopefully Anthony Mackie pull it off. I feel like he will, but people not giving him the credit for having that star power.
I think he will. I gotta see if they got any early reviews as of now, since we're a month out. Probably not.
I'm still, my level of excitement is still the same as it was previously with this. I was thinking about it, like maybe that's just a difference between like an established company making a trailer or teaser trailer and what we got with Superman is just, you can't, like, Marvel know how to give you a trailer that's gonna make you excited and make you believe in them. So that just is what it is. But whether it's a teaser trailer or a trailer, they doing everything to make me remain excited for this movie. I think I'm feeling really good about this one being a hit, and it would be a really big blow if this movie wasn't good. It would not help.
It would be a blow to the black community. No, I'm joking.
It'd just be a blow to the Marvel community. Like it, because then what will we have to wait on to hope that it could take the taste out of our mouth?
Thunder.
Yeah, which is that if
what's that shit called? Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts, yeah. So if the New World Order Captain America movie or whatever they call it now, if that movie is bad, given how it's looked, it's making me feel like the Thunderbolt movie ain't gonna be good either. Whereas if this movie is good, it's gonna give me more belief that the Thunderbolts movie will be good. So
that's true.
Because it just looked like a watered down version of, it looked like a team assembled watered down version of the Captain America movie. Like it's the ground street level, same kind of vibe that you probably gonna get. It's just one is featuring one character and maybe some characters that they want to introduce, but primarily just focused on Captain America versus a team. So if they were like, especially with these movies having similar timetables, if they were working off of, okay, we're going to take the energy from everything that we did in the new Captain America movie and make sure that energy is kind of felt and continue in the Thunderbolts movie. Again, it being a good movie would make me feel more confident that because I don't have the highest expectations with the Thunderbolts movie, but I do think that it could be a solid in-between movie if Captain America is good enough.
Yo, so have they touched on the Atlanteans and anything else besides Black Panther 2? Because I'm thinking, like, with this thing coming out the Indian Ocean and it's still in the water, there's got to be some type of Atlantean activity testing out the metal because they got vibranium in Atlantis. So now imagine they get their hands on adamantium as well, and they're like, oh, it seems like a piece of this celestial being is missing from the Indian Ocean, or it seems like there's people, down there taking pieces from it or whatever. It's like that's a good way to segue into like. I mean, I haven't seen them mention anything else. Like they definitely had that fight in person. Like it was blue niggas fighting the Black Panther people in person, the Wakanda in person. So it's like, why not mention them in this movie as well? Kind of build on that world building, I guess.
Nobody
that would
else
be a
knows
great
about
segue.
them,
but I mean, they were seen in public though, Rob.
There was more than just Wakandans there and that bridge fight, but it was more than just the Wakandans
because
there.
They were like fighting people through the car.
Killed all the regular people.
They killed all the regular people?
I thought they killed all the regular people.
Still, Marvel could get around that very
I don't know.
easily by just saying it was technology around.
True.
Because I
That
could have
coulda captured it.
I could have swore it was still people like running on the bridge when the Atlanteans were fighting though.
I thought they was killing all of them. I could be wrong though.
They probably did. Yo, T, you know if the Atlanteans killed everybody in that scene in Black Panther 2 when they were fighting the Wakandans, like in I don't know what
On the
city they were in.
bridge.
Because I'm thinking with this Captain America movie, there's got to be some mention of like Atlantean interference or somebody interfering with the celestial in the ocean. Like, why are pieces of it missing? Why are there?
That's a good point, dude.
Because it's like we can't be the only ones with the adamantium. It's like someone else has to get there before us, and it hasn't been mentioned. You muted.
So are you talking about when the Atlanteans attacked Wakanda in Black Panther?
No. I think this was
in the beginning of the movie when they were attacking.
They were on the bridge. It was
they were in like a city.
I don't think they were in a city. It was like they were in an oil rig. Or are you talking about like way back like
they were fighting? What's the ball girl name? Olele. When she fought the dude with the water mask on.
Yeah, it was like two of those. Yeah,
but they didn't kill nobody in the city. They was just grabbing. If they killed anybody, it was probably the police that was like in the area.
Yeah, so I'm saying really like there's nobody that mentioned like, yo, these blue people came from the sea.
I don't think they're going to mention that because if you notice, there's a lot of things that they keep behind closed doors, especially the fact that Shield's no more right now.
That's a good point.
Maybe,
but I do think D is right.
America, they could mention it like, yo, like
yeah, they'll probably mention it,
like
but
the
they'll probably
Atlanteans
won't
are
be
interfering
like
with the celestial because the Atlanteans they really don't have any type of jurisdiction if they live in the
really
water.
don't.
Like,
yeah, they really don't.
They can interfere with whatever's in the water if they want to.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a good. I mean, I do think that's an angle that even if it's not in this movie, that D brought up a good point that needs to be talked about because it could lead to a lot more plot points that Marvel could potentially use. And what's the point? There's no reason to just have them used in Black Panther and that's it. That's crazy. It's an underwater society. The Earth is 70% water. You can't just lead that's just crazy to bring them out. And like Dee said, the point that we know how they were set up in the Black Panther movie. It would make sense that they would be exploring the celestial. It would make more sense, in fact, that they would versus them not. I hope that I really do. That's a very good point that I hope they touch on. That would be nice.
I hope so.
Especially with Dr. Doom.
It'd be
what
perfect.
If they had you know what I'm saying? Like, what if they had the highest reserve? And Doom was like, I know y'all have the highest reserve of adamantium, and I need it, whether it's for a suit or whatever. It's just, there's something that could be done there.
But do y'all think also with the adamantium, like, are they gonna have the X-Men? Are they gonna like build the X-Men team? Like, oh, we can use this for our weapons program. Like we're on weapon 3 right now. We've been testing with vibranium. Let's test with adamantium. Like, are they gonna have a new Wolverine? Bringing the X-Men that way, or are they going to wait till we get to the Battle World shit and bring the X-Men from another dimension, another universe, and bring them together? Because
I think they'll just create a new one. And that's what will give them the purpose. They might create some new ones. They might use old actors for other characters, like Quicksilver. I'm pretty sure we're all of the understanding that they're going to come back with the same Quicksilver. They're going to come back with the same actress for Scarlet Witch, who are both mutants.
Who, Aaron Taylor Johnson?
And not Aaron Taylor Johnson, but the new one. Yeah, Evan Peters.
Yeah.
Evan
so
Peters.
He's going to come into Marvel as Quicksilver?
I'm pretty... He technically already came in as Quicksilver.
Right.
He just wasn't the same exact character, but that was a huge Easter egg that they put specifically in that WandaVision season. Yeah, to signify that some of the characters were coming over, just not specifically to a T, those same characters. But I think they'll be smart if they bring in fucking Michael Fassbender as Magneto. I think they'll be probably be smart with Ian McKellen.
So you think it'll be a mix though?
I think it will be a mix, And I think how Doctor Doom is just going to bring everything together. It's just going to be like, this is the best that I could do. Like, this is what I needed to do in order to create one universe, in order to keep all of us alive. I took the best features out of every universe that I could find and just combined them together. And this is what we have right here. So you're going to
Would that
have some
kind of
new
not be
characters.
the Deadpool joint though? Like taking those universes anchors?
I guess you could say that, yeah. But
Yeah.
at the same point in time, we already got the incursions though. So even if he takes the anchors, the universe was going to die regardless.
Hmm.
All the universe was going to die regardless. Battle World is just going to be his plot to stop all the universes from dying and just creating that one. So who's to say that all of these other characters didn't find a way or create a ship just like Reed Richards did in the Jonathan Hickman Secret Wars, where they were able to travel the universes and be able to make their way to Battle World as well. Like there's a lot of different avenues that they could come about, but I think it would be more so majority of them are either new characters. I want to say especially Wolverine. Especially Wolverine. That's going to be a new person that we've never seen play.
I feel like the X-23 would be a great person to take over as Wolverine. Not gonna lie to you, like
She would be.
her performance in Logan, and I'm like, we ain't see much of her in Deadpool Wolverine, but it's like, yo, if Hugh Jackman they bring that world together, and I like having an older Wolverine kind of being a mentor because it's like he's always older anyway in the comics.
Mm-hmm.
But having that older Wolverine with the Cyclops and the rest of the X-Men, and then it's like you have X-23 take over because they already looking for a new Jean Grey, and they're looking at the girl from Stranger Things, the little ginger girl.
Mm.
So that dynamic would also be very different depending on the age they're going for. Because I couldn't see Hugh Jackman, having a love triangle with Cyclops and Jean. It's like, but you would also want Cyclops to be some type of established adult, not like no 16-year-old leading the X-Men. I don't know how old the girl is.
And I like that for continuity because if you take the Hugh Jackman Wolverine and just put him in kind of like a mentor role, he also is from, at least if I remember correctly, from Deadpool, he has the most experience in understanding how the team is, like what the X-Men team looked like, what their values were from his own previous experiences. So not only would he be like a mentor to that X-23 in that capacity, but he also could possibly be a mentor to a young Cyclops, a young Jean Grey. It's different than anything that we would have seen in the comics, but that's typically what the MCU tries to go for anyways. And they still could invite more new people in. So like they could still have, once Hugh Jackman is done, they could have a new Wolverine come in and they kind of follow it along that Ultimates storyline. Where it's kind of like this guy was like, we knew that he had the gene, but we knew early on we brought him in for essentially his experimentations, and they just were waiting. For our purposes, they were waiting to unveil this weapon that they were creating, but it could start from the identification of adamantium in this Captain America movie, and then they could already have that Wolverine in place. Just give it until you want to give this cycle of Hugh Jackman. When they want to give up on that, then that guy is prime and ready for them to bring that in. If that's before or after Battle World, it won't matter because you'll still have, to D's point, X-23, to Sage's point, Hugh Jackman to take on the Wolverine mantle during that role.
And with him being like a mentor, do you think that they would hold off on like a Professor X type of thing? Like, I don't know what kind of storyline they're going for. Because with him being a mentor, they can be like, yo, let's expand this story kind of like on some X-Men 97 shit. Let's just say that Professor X is dead, but he's with the Shi'ar Empire right now. Then 2-3 movies down the line, they bring him back like, oh, Professor thought you was gone, boom, boom, boom. But it's like, and then like Professor X automatically knows, oh shit, like Logan, you know, you're doing a good job, but it's not his Logan, but he, you know, telepaths.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, thank you, Logan.
Ooh, that's cold, D, because then that tie in that Wolverine movie, that Logan Wolverine movie, it could be like almost like a tribute to that instance that Professor Xavier had with Logan at the end of that movie, and like where Professor Xavier was like essentially going senile and crazy.
Mhm.
And it's kind of like, if this is that same, I'm not sure, but if this is that same Wolverine, or at least somebody who is familiar, maybe this Wolverine that we have from the Deadpool movie has learned what that Wolverine went through. And then he's able to have that appreciation. So that way, when they do bring in that Professor X, that bond and connection is something that they both understand, despite they haven't not really interacted with each other. I think that's a great
Oh yeah,
idea.
because he said he let all his team down. So that means everybody dead.
Mm-hmm.
Like when he left. But it's like you never
It's a
know.
second
Professor X-
chance.
yeah, second chance. But his Professor X probably could have had this. Might not be his Professor X, but like you said, like just having that connection. So I mean, I don't know which way they're going with that story, but
T, I
Wow,
just
that's
sent
a
you a
good
list
idea.
as well on that chat of of 10 actors that might be able to play new characters for the X-Men from Screen Rant. If you want to pull that up for us, please.
but y'all know what I want to see, low key. I want to see a Magneto in a comic suit,
Oh yeah.
not a
Oh
trench
yeah.
coat. I want to see Magneto in the all purple joint with the
Yeah.
undies on the outside. Pause.
Yeah, with the undies on the outside. Nah, that was the best one.
Now,
I'm telling
question.
y'all.
They did that in the X-Men 97 recently, recent season,
Yeah.
didn't they?
I mean, I
That joint was
like the
cold.
black I like the black costume he had, but I want to see the all Magneto joint. Like I want to see that with Michael Fassbender. Get that nigga.
Mhm.
Yeah, Michael Fassbender by far the best Magneto.
The best Magneto that we've ever
Yeah.
had. I'm not gonna lie. The first
'Cause
one,
he-
from the X-Men trilogies or whatever, he was cool. He did
But
it. He
Ian
did his
McKellen
damn thing.
represents a different type of Magneto. He's represented one that has already come to terms with what side he gonna be on. And this Magneto, like we see Michael Fassbender's Magneto, we see him being the reason Xavier was paralyzed. We see him coming to terms with Xavier being the one teaching how to control his power between rage and serenity, with how they both fighting for mutants and all mankind or whatever. But then we see Ian McKellen's Magneto was like, yo, like Charles, we've been fighting for 60 years and they still treat us like shit. Like I'm done with that. But we see I like the young Magneto aspect of this though.
Mhm.
Now, question: if we don't have a Professor X for the time being, not that he doesn't exist, but just for the time being, we have him off world for the story's sake. Would you want Magneto to still wear that helmet, or do you feel like you could get like non-helmet Magneto during that time?
Still wear the helmet.
He still got to wear the helmet for because that's still protecting him from psychic attack.
Yeah, any
Not
psychic
just
attack,
Charles.
right?
Mhm.
And
Okay.
if imagine if he's the one leading the X-Men, like in '97. But I feel like without a Professor X and you give Cyclops that time to develop and be a leader over time, that would be better for the character because we see him be a rule taking Boy Scout too long. It's like, yo, let Scott step up and be the leader of the X-Men for like 3-4 years or like 2 movies. Then you bring in Xavier.
We seen that nigga be a bitch in the live action movies.
Yep.
And it took X-Men 97 for him to come down face first. Goddamn, spray beams at the ground to slow his fall and then land for everybody to be like, that's my Cyclops.
And moonwalking and fighting niggas.
Oh, dude. And niggas with back fists, all sorts of shit. Like, this nigga cold, okay.
I
Hopefully
do
they don't
love
do
an arc
Phoenix,
though.
You
I
said
don't
what?
want a Phoenix arc. I don't want a Phoenix arc. And hopefully, going back to what you were saying with that Wolverine, maybe this could be a good way to use the Wolverine Cyclops clash. Like they know ultimately Cyclops has the chops to be the leader, but until they're ready, until they meet that approval that Wolverine, the seasoned fighter, knows and has, they are kind of clashing. And then their clash cannot, instead of being over something like Wolverine's feelings over Jean Grey, they could be over the leadership and direction of the team, kind of like some of the scenes that we saw in X-Men 97 when Wolverine started to question Cyclops. I think more of that. Like when you think about it, in every live action, there has always been that kind of period of acknowledgement of Wolverine kind of putting Cyclops in his place or vice versa. So carrying that, I think that would be for this new iteration, that would be a good thing to kind of have transfer over. Like, you know, Wolverine, even a moment where Wolverine might be feeling like he's losing the team, And the main reason why that is because of Cyclops, and he can make reference to it doesn't matter like what Cyclops it is. Like Scott is naturally gonna be somebody who wants to lead, and I'm gonna have to do a better job at facilitating that. Something along those lines, something like that. Because the X-Men it's not that it's necessarily an easy story to work with, but it's the one that gives you the most support. Like X-Men give you they help you out. It's harder it's harder making an Iron Man movie or a Hulk movie even, or like a Thor movie even, because it's just those solo characters and their stories is pretty like run of the mill.
Mhm.
The X-Men give you that ability to kind of flesh out different areas and angles within the characters and the personal character development. That's what I feel. I feel like that's a winning recipe to keep in the X-Men line.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
All right, what we got for this list?
To go down that list, Daniel Radcliffe is Wolverine. I
No.
give that a thumbs up.
No,
I
No.
Give
don't
that a
like
thumbs
that.
After seeing the Cavalry, nigga.
I give that a thumbs up. What Henry Cavill won, he's not gonna do that because he's gonna be too focused on Warhammer. He's the director and an actor in that, if I'm not mistaken. So he's gonna be completely tied in for that.
Yeah.
He is.
Unless we're waiting fucking 5 to 7+ years for however long this nigga's gonna work on that shit. And who's to say it's not gonna be a multi movie fucking rollout for that shit? So
Unless who's
I'm
to
not
say
gonna
that
lie, I
this-
want some CGI
and
on
a
Daniel
nigga too
Radcliffe.
and a nigga too fucking tall too. Daniel Radcliffe is fairly short, if I'm not mistaken. We could check
Hugh
it out.
Jackman is 6'2". Henry Cavill is 6'1".
I know, but they were just fan castings. Like people wanted that. Once they seen Hugh Jackman, they was like, okay, he plays the role very well. But outside of stature, they did everything by the book for the most part. But the one
I
thing they
still
haven't
think
done is stature.
Henry Cavill. But you're right. He is going to be busy. But at the same time, with X-Men '97, we saw the role they gave Wolverine. He wasn't
Daniel
like,
Radcliffe is 5'5", nigga. That nigga is perfect for the role.
and we saw them making short jokes about that small ass Wolverine.
Yeah.
I
But
just
that nigga
if
was
they
super
did
size.
pick somebody like Daniel Radcliffe, I just really want like he is like a smaller guy. I just would want like them steroids. Sorry. Steroids.
I mean, from that picture, he looked pretty
know what I'm
ripped. So
saying?
if
Like,
he get even more ripped, that
like,
nigga be
bro,
crazy,
they gotta look
bro.
like baseball players during the Roy season, like the Roy
during
era.
the Roy season.
That's what they gotta look like, bro.
he-
like they
he
gotta
look- he
stop
looks pretty
looking like
ripped right
normal
there.
people.
He
Yeah,
looked
but
pretty
like,
ripped right
bruh, he ripped, but it's like, nah, bro. Like I don't see him fighting the Hawk like that and that right there.
That nigga was 5'5" in the comics. He be the smallest.
Yeah, but he was
that's Rob's
huge.
argument all the time in the comics. Nigga, Thor was a frog in the comics. Ain't nobody arguing for that.
I just need somebody that like he could be short. I don't care about that, but just be like
I
one
think
of
you
you
can put
like
more muscle
again,
on.
going back to what D said. That Cavalry, that he looked like he could go toe to toe with the Hawk. Like
But-
he looked like
But,
he
but
could.
Wolverine, when we see Wolverine, he's never like super like cut. He's like in the comics, he's a bulky little bowling ball type.
Mhm.
Nigga. He damn near got to have a build of like a wrestler or something.
Yeah.
Like a brawler.
Yep.
I think I think Daniel Radcliffe could do that. If he got this ripped for whatever role he playing in this motherfucker, I'm pretty sure he could bulk up even more.
But I mean, he gonna have to kill the role because all I'm seeing right now is Harry Potter going crazy.
That
Pretty
nigga,
much.
I'm pretty sure once they put the chops on him, you won't even think the same. Because supposedly, whatever movie he's playing in, supposedly he did a pretty fucking good job.
The one where he
acting
was a
and-
skinhead yelling out
movie.
the N-word.
I can't remember what movie it was, but
Oh, I remember.
allegedly he did a great job.
I didn't see the movie, but
Man,
this
what was the
scroll down,
movie?
T. I want to see this fucking.
Do you
I
know
wanna
the
see
movie?
Troll. There's no Wolverine.
it was like a horror movie, right?
I don't know. I just remember I seen him in a clip, shirtless, screaming the N-word. I was like, oh, he ain't acting.
Yeah.
Imperium.
He ain't acting, nigga.
Apparently, he was in Imperium.
Man, what's number 9, T? Shit
Yo,
already pissed
you
me
gotta
off.
make the name of the episode. He ain't acting.
Anna Sawai as the armor.
What does Armor look like in the comics? Because it's already a yes for me. Yep.
Okay, that works. This is a newer character, right? That's a newer character, Armor.
She a little baddie.
Yeah, that works.
But yo, I hope Armor ain't no karate ninjutsu type character.
Oh Lord,
Because I feel like that's all they let Asian people do.
this
Here.
nigga
When you-
is terrible.
When you throw 100 punches in 15 seconds, you're hired.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
That's Iron Fist role.
Yeah, but let her be like a scientist or something different. They always got come on, man. But she fit the role.
All right, keep going.
Glenn Powell
as
as Cyclops.
Cyclops. I can see that as well.
I fuck with it.
I see it.
Great actor. Give him the hair. He damn near got the hair, to be honest with
We
you.
need that suit. Go back, click that.
Oh,
no.
that giant.
They need this suit for
Yeah.
Cyclops, bro.
Yeah.
Easy,
Mhm.
easy.
The
Yo.
little Y strap joint. Yeah, Glenn Powell could play Cyclops.
Mhm.
And don't let him get sleazy with the beams. Boom boom.
Learning
was doing-
Shipka as Boom
Just
Boom.
saying anything.
Oh,
What's her power?
she played in the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. I can see that.
I never heard of Boom Boom as an X-Men character.
That's fine. It's
But
fine. But
There's
that's
somebody
another
just
thing is,
just throwing straws around. Ain't nobody casting no character, no boom boom, nigga.
bro.
You'd be
They
surprised.
yeah, exactly. I was gonna say I would not be shocked, and I was gonna ask
They
y'all
did
how
do
shocked would
Negasonic
y'all
Teenage
be?
Warhead.
Shipka's
Yes, out of
possible-
all the niggas.
So Shipka's possible X-Men character is Boom Boom, who is not a major name in Marvel Comics by any means.
Mm-mm.
However, the obscure character has a fun and sarcastic personality that audience have shown to love in Marvel films.
That's why they would get
Like
it.
Deadpool and Iron Man.
So basically, she's gonna be a female version
Comic
of Iron
relief.
Man. Yeah, come on, bro. I'm sick of these
Basically.
stupid comic reliefs.
Austin Butler
as Gambit.
No, Channing Tatum. has that role.
Nigga, they're
Leave
not
him
doing
alone.
Channing Tatum.
Leave him.
T.
Leave him
They're
alone.
not doing
Tatum.
Channing
Leave him
Tatum.
alone.
Yeah, Channing
Leave him
Tatum is
alone.
crazy, nigga.
Nah, man.
I
Nah.
could see him as he could be Mr. Sinister with some makeup on.
I can see that nigga
I can
as
see
a
that.
bodyguard that gets cleft at the beginning of the movie.
Nah, him as a Mr. Sinister type of
I
nigga.
see the
Yeah.
Mr. Sinister
Bro, go back
right
to that
there.
Elvis shit.
That one
you talking
photo
about
right
Austin
there.
Butler?
Right
Oh,
there.
that one? Okay.
Make him gray with
that's
some
a
red eyes.
Great Sinister.
Yeah.
Mr. Sinister.
I think I think his body type suits more of a Gambit. He's not as diesel as a Mr. Sinister.
Nigga, if they don't put on some Mr. Sinister wear a costume.
That's what I'm saying, bro. They gotta
But that
put on
nigga's still diesel, though,
CGI.
ain't he?
Mr. Sinister, bro, if they put
Yeah.
that nigga in a
Mr.
Henry
Sinister,
Cavill
I can-
costume,
Henry Cavill as Mr. Sinister. Now that would go dummy.
oh, that shit.
I
would.
can't visually see it though.
That would go dummy.
Cannonball. Bro, why are they doing these obscure ass
That's what
characters?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like that's what they gonna do.
They might.
Like, get ready for that. They'll still have Cyclops.
Who's
but
playing
Cyclops
Squirrel
not.
Girl?
Get ready. Hey. I'm
Oh,
right
yeah.
yeah,
here.
T.
Fucking
So
what's
you
her
should-
name? Selena Gomez.
Nope.
Yo, he
No.
could play Gambit. The nigga
No.
on the right, he looked like Gambit.
Hell no, not that dude.
Money.
Nah, that nigga wasn't. I can't remember.
Olivia Cook.
I seen this lady and I was like, she looks like a perfect Jean Grey.
Who? Let me see. I'm off the
Olivia Cook. Olivia Cook.
She looks like a perfect Jean Grey. I'm not
Nigga,
gonna
any bitch
lie.
with red hair could play Jean Grey.
Yeah.
You know what? The original Jean Grey from the 2000s X-Men, baddie.
This nigga.
Bad.
Yeah, I'm kind of with D. Anybody with red hair that can kind of act well could play Jean Grey.
I can see this Kid Omega. That's a Butterfield.
I do not see that. I do not see the Kid Omega in him.
Nah, honestly,
my
you
God.
shave his hair. If you shave his hair,
You shave his
properly,
hair and then turn
Put
it
him
red.
glasses.
You can
Yeah.
see.
Yo, T, I
Yeah,
just
I
sent
can
you an Instagram link to Henry Cavill as Mr. Sinister whenever we done with this list. Kid
right.
Omega. They better throw
Kid
where
Omega.
Nightcrawler at, bro? If they don't have
No, I
Nightcrawler-
can see Kid Omega being in this.
And then Jodie Turner.
Bro, that's one thing
This
I
is the best
said.
one.
Is that the joint with the haircut I put in the chat?
This is
Yeah.
the best one that I was thinking. She played in
Yep.
the Acolyte. She kind of played like a similar role from
I can
Storm,
see her.
Bro,
But
can
she
we
would
not
be
have
very
Storm
strong.
with a dumbass mohawk? or a bald head. That
But
rock
you got
star
a
Probably
bitch.
would
bald
have a
head.
mohawk. A lot of people like the mohawk version.
No, I want her to be elegant. I want her to have a head full of hair on some jazzy shit. Watch they give her fucking lemonade braids.
The white rope
Brad Cox?
locks. The white rope locks would actually look really
What?
good with Storm.
Bro,
where it's just
Alan?
kinda
They
like
said,
a
what's the
ghost.
most obscure X-Men we could think of? Put them in a list.
Betsy Braddock.
Well, that plays into their time traveling side, I think, because if I'm not mistaken, Betsy Braddock is with Captain Britain, and
Britain.
Captain Britain is about to be in the MCU anyways. So
Bring in
I could see them
Psylocke.
bringing in Betsy Braddock.
Oh, they bringing that Psylocke. I want the Asian Psylocke.
I think they might end up doing an obscure X-Men. I don't think it's gonna be like the normal
No,
regular.
they can't do no obscure X-Men and think they're gonna make $1 billion.
I don't want it either. But
With
that's
the
what I
stories
feel
that
like
they
they're
can
gonna
use,
do.
they
Put
can
it this way,
buy
if they
all
have
means.
Cyclops, Wolverine, and Storm, they could bring in whoever the fuck else they want.
Yeah.
But you can't just have Cyclops with Cannonball, Boom Boom, and
no, I think that's exactly how I think it would be. Wolverine.
Yo, D, where's the link at? You were saying Henry Cavill.
It's in the StreamYard chat.
In the StreamYard chat.
Oh, okay.
No,
Cannonball and Boom Boom.
D, that's exactly what I think it would be. Cyclops,
Imagine
Wolverine,
Cyclops spelling
Storm,
out
and then the
names
rest
like
of
you
the
do.
characters.
Nightcrawler,
Boom.
Storm, Wolverine. He go Cannonball, Boom Boom,
Boom,
Leapfrog. Like I'm walking out the movie at that point.
Yeah.
Boom Boom. Come on, nigga. Look at this Mr. Sinister with Henry Cavill.
He'd be cold, man.
Now I can kind of see it a little bit more.
Or
He'd
if
be
not Henry
cold,
Cavill,
man.
John Hamm.
Has he ever grown his hair out? Because if he got the hair too, then I really see it.
I'm pretty sure he would
imagine
grow his
John
hair.
Hamm as well. But no,
John
right
Hamm
there,
as Sinister.
John Hamm. Oh,
Don Draper.
I know,
To
but
not-
I'm trying to picture it.
to segue into something completely different. Oh, it's kind of similar. But DC, they actually just released in Creature Commandos their first showing of Batman, but it was in the Creature Commandos. It was the backstory for Professor Phosphorus
The
or
silhouette.
Dr. Phosphorus, the
Mm.
silhouette and everything like that. A lot of people are speculating that John Rickman, I believe his name is, he
Oh,
plays
Richter?
Richter. He plays Richter.
Yeah.
You talking
There-
about
a lot of
Alan
Rickman.
hmm
A lot of people are
Whoa.
speculating that he might be Batman because he actually he has a similar height to Batman in the comics and everything like that.
Yeah,
And
he Aki is a mug too.
a lot of people been asking for him.
D, let me ask
Yo.
you a question. Are you okay with a Superman or a Batman that's like more widthier and muscular than Superman?
I mean, I don't care, but it's like I want to see a Batman that we see in the comics, one that is very acrobatic and agile. Like we've seen the beefy Batman, we've seen the rich detective Batman doing shit, but we have never seen Batman floating through Gotham on no shit, wall running and doing flips over villains. It's like, yo, I get the beefy shit. I guess they saving acrobatic shit for the Robins. But I thought I thought they would have like Brendan Skelner play Batman and use Alan Richardson for somebody like a Shazam character, because that can go back to his fucking Blue Mountain State shit. That persona we see he could play that type of Shazam.
But he's been doing more serious roles. Like he hasn't been doing no fucking nonsense roles as of recently. It seems like
Well-
Blue Mountain State did enough for him.
He would be he's the perfect looking Shazam. He's got if they go on Kingdom Come universe, he looks like Kingdom Come Shazam.
Yeah.
T pulled it up.
No, I see that. I do see that. And then that's the thing, the Akiness. Yeah, like the Akiness go more with like Shazam is the perfect character to go get somebody that's super Aki.
I feel like he'd go perfect because he old enough though. He'll play supposedly this is gonna be an older Batman.
With the Superman, I feel like if depending on how this movie is done with this Superman that we get in, if it's a more grounded approach, then I'm not mad. Like if they ground Superman more in like the humanity, which it sounds like what they gonna be doing, then I wouldn't be mad at the Batman in the same universe being like well, realistically, this guy got to be Aki because he human. Like
He's fighting
he a
super
human, and he could at one
And
point, yeah,
aliens.
like he fighting
That's true.
superhumans and could be fighting Superman. It's
But
like you
yeah.
got to give him something that make him feel like he kind of got like you believe in it, you know?
Yeah, Alan Richardson. I just looked at the photo. That nigga would be a good. I thought he was like Aki, like big, but I know he was like that. That cut.
It's more of a militant. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
more like a militant type of big to him.
But more of a type of one hit to lay your ass down.
Yeah.
Because Christian Bale Batman, I could fight that nigga. I would lose, but it's like the four of us, we could beat him. Robert Pattinson Batman, we could beat him. Alan Richardson Batman, I'm running.
Yeah.
You,
like
you get a 6'4". Yeah, and he tall. Well, Superman already taller too. This Superman is 6'5".
Yeah.
And a Batman that's 6'4", that's you definitely
perfect.
But ain't he like 40 something though?
Alan Rickman.
Alan Richardson, yeah, he's 40.
Rickman, I believe he's 40 something, but that's the goal that they're going for with this Batman, since Damian Wayne is going to be the Robin of this universe.
He's 42.
Yeah, because he's older. They doing the age is different. I don't like that, but it is what it is. But they gonna make Superman or Batman older anyways, because he gonna have a kid, be established. Like he like his era is established. It's gonna be like Superman kind of still getting there.
But could it be like you could also do a young Batman, like a nigga that's when did he leave home? When he was 18?
That's what I would prefer.
You would
they're not doing it.
They just not.
No, I'm
doing
saying
it,
let's
though.
say Batman left home at 18 and he was Ra's al Ghul for like 6 years, and let's say at 22 he slept with Talia, and then 32 he'd been in Gotham for like 4 years doing his thing, 6 years, and she's like, oh yeah, when you left the little ninja guild, yeah, you left your seed, my nigga. He's like, oh.
It was
I mean, they could.
32. But that means he been back in Gotham for like 10 years or whatever, and then got Talia pregnant.
James Gunn
did, like getting him pregnant during his training joint, and then just dipping, not knowing he got a kid.
James Gunn did say that was how, because Batman doesn't become Batman until his mid-20s, if I'm not mistaken, in the comics. So
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure James Gunn was
push
saying
everything up with him.
Yeah, I'm saying James Gunn. I'm pretty sure he said that he's looking for a mid-40s. Like, this is what their Batman is going to be. Already established. Superman already established. Green Lanterns. All of these niggas are already established in this world, and they're just picking up from this point in time.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Are they going to do a Batman Beyond? Why do I have it in my head? Like that was something talked about.
Batman Beyond. Oh, wait. Batman Beyond is the future one, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're doing the Batman, the Brave, and the Bold. That's the name of the movie.
No one cares about a 10-year-old fighting crime.
They never did the Damian Wayne's live action.
Because he's 10 years old fighting
It's not
crime.
it. It's not it.
I'm curious if they do, because we still have never seen the Killing Joke in a live action format. Craziest way for James Gunn to make it a huge twist and bring niggas to the audience, bring niggas to the seats. Put Damian Wayne in that Killing Joke. Fucking, is that the one where Joker kidnaps Robin?
That's Jason Todd.
That's Jason Todd. I was about to say, if you switch the story out,
switch it out to have Damian Wayne instead.
Realistically,
still a 10-year-old boy.
Batman.
Yes, that's what he did to Jason Todd.
Jason Todd was not 10 years old.
He was close, nigga.
He was not close.
He's like a teenager. He was like a teenager.
That's close to 10.
No, Robert. Your 18-year-old self.
You can't make no movie with no 10-year-old kid getting killed, though. You can't do that.
And I think the Jason Todd story.
But we all know he's not gonna get killed, though.
But no, that's.
Are we supposed to say unalive, T?
Jason Todd
was about 16 when he was killed.
He was like, we here now.
16 is different than 10 years old, bro.
It's not going. Damian Wayne's, I don't believe, is going to be that young.
He literally said Bruce Wayne's 10-year-old son.
Who?
James, didn't he say that when he's like Batman Brave and the Bold? Isn't he 10 years old in that comic?
I don't know about that.
Bro, first of all, he can't be under 18. So he's going to have to be Damian Wayne.
He's going to be under 18.
He cannot be under 18.
Oh, he will. He did say that. He will be 8 to 10 years old, according to Gunn.
Yeah, bro. You can't do nothing dark with that. You
Yes,
can't
he
do
can.
It's
nothing OD
DC,
dark.
damn it.
It's
Yes,
gonna
he
be
can.
lighthearted. It's
That's
gonna
too
be lighthearted.
morbid.
Batman the Brave and the Bold is gonna be lighthearted.
Very.
It's
Bruh.
going to be a recalcitrant. What's the word
Yes.
that they're using?
Send-
Recalcitrant 10-year-old boy
send that
arguing
shit to
with
the
Batman
moon.
as his father. It's going to be It's going to be a parent. It's going to be like a Parent Trap movie.
Send
It's
that
going to be
shit to the
fucking
moon.
terrible.
Oh, so Robin is gonna be on the Teen Titans.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Now
Hopefully,
I'm kinda
it's Tim
interested in
Drake.
Wick
what-
can't
Hopefully,
flash
it's Tim
too.
Drake Robin as Teen Titan Robin, and
Nah,
then
it's
we already
gonna be the
have
same
Nightwing.
one.
No, it
I'm
isn't.
saying, like, if it's Tim Drake Robin leading the Teen Titans, then
Yes.
that way we can have Nightwing being Nightwing, and then Jason
Yes.
Todd is dead, but then comes back later on as Red Hood.
That way. That's
Because
the
it's
most
like,
logical way.
You don't want Dick Grayson leading the Teen Titans, because then it's like you skipping over two other Robins. Tim Drake is the leader of the Teen Titans. That way Jason Todd is gone. This way it's like there has to be that type of
So it's gonna be two Robins. It's gonna be Damian Wayans and Tim Drake.
well, in the comics, it's like 5 Robins. You got
No, I mean on the same team as the Teen Titans. It's gonna be two Robins.
no, not 2 Robins. Damian Wayne, he's 8 to 10 years old. He's not even considered. He's not joining Teen Titans. He's going to be under Batman's tutelage.
Yeah.
Tim Drake has broken away from Batman,
right?
Still with Batman, but is the leader of the Teen Titans. Nightwing is operating as Nightwing, still with Batman, but it's like they're all at 3 different stages. Like I would say something like Nightwing with Batman being, let's say, like 42 years old in this universe. Then you can have Nightwing being like 30. Then you have Tim Drake, leader of the Teen Titans, like 19, 21, whatever. If they want to keep him as teens, put him at like 19 years old. Damian Wayne, bam. Because that way, Jason Todd and Dick Grayson are like kind of in that same range. And then when they,
then that could possibly give you a Bat Family movie down the line too.
Yeah,
because they don't have to be explicit. Like all of them don't explicitly have to be shown, but they could be mentioned.
But my question is, what about Stephanie Brown? She's the 4th Robin in between Tim Drake and Damian Wayans. What do you do with her?
She just X'd out.
Stephanie Brown.
She just X'd out, bro. I'm sorry. I know it's not comic accurate, but she gonna more than likely get X'd out.
I don't think they're gonna be doing stuff like. I mean, with James Gunn, you never know. An 8-year-old.
No.
OD.
Barbara Gordon gonna have her own movie.
No,
just get ready for
no. Because if they do that, then they have to do the Killing Joke, and I am not ready for that. I am not ready for that. No.
Not ready for what?
Killing Joke.
Them doing the Killing Joke.
They need to do it.
She got done shady.
They need to do it.
Yeah.
No, they
wasn't
don't.
she?
They
Yeah.
do.
S.A.
Yeah, she was.
Well, it's speculated. Who is the author that did that? Because he actually commented on that.
Freak Bull.
The guy who did Watchmen.
Zack Snyder?
No, the writer.
Alan Moore?
Alan Moore. He did the Killing Joke, I believe.
I thought he did.
He did the Dark
Alan
Knight.
Moore. No, the Killing Joke was done by Alan Moore. Yes,
It was done by Alan Moore. He came out and he said it like something along the lines of it's not like it's the kind of left to interpretation. So it's not confirmed that happened to her per se, but it would be under the liberty of the movie to decide whether they want to push that narrative more or less. She really was just shot in the back.
But like literally, they made it seem like she got that done to her in the animated movie, The Killing Joke. Even in Arkham Knight,
Yeah,
they would have to
because
change
everything points to it, but it's not explicitly said, so it doesn't have to be.
But I
it
feel
doesn't
like
have to be
like
there.
knowing James Gunn, he's gonna pull some crap like that. Knowing him, he will, because he's gonna try and push them.
Yeah, maybe.
So what it looks like for the movie, it looks like it's gonna be based on the comic story arc Batman and the Sun by Grant Morrison and Annie Kubert that released in 2006. Batman or Bruce discovers that he has a son with Talia al Ghul, and then the story goes from there, and then eventually Damian Wayans becomes Robin.
It's
So
like
is it-
not lighthearted, but it's
hold on.
easily
So-
one of the lightest.
So is Damian Wayans gonna have his sword like he's supposed to?
I'm pretty sure he will. He should have it.
I hope he has an attitude with his father saying that you need to kill
Oh
people.
yeah, if they having a movie about it and he's just finding out, he's gonna have an attitude. The little
It's
nigga's
gonna be
have
more
an attitude.
lighthearted.
It's going now this shit kind of like the fucking Are We There Yet with Ice Cube superhero version. What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah, bro. Everything in this
Nigga said,
James
it
Gunn
really
universe.
is. Are we there yet? Who did
What the
imagine
fuck
he
is
cast
this?
Ice Cube as Batman?
Bro.
James Gunn under fire for
Oh,
casting Ice Cube. O'Shea Jackson is cast as Batman.
That's-
you pick Damian
Oh,
Wayans.
man.
You pick one of the most hardcore Robins known on the face of the earth, and this is the bullshit. Why is it Damian Wayans just established if Batman is established?
established, yeah.
In
Why
all
the
honesty,
fuck?
I say like the story would make a little bit more sense if you have like a teenage Damian Wayne. Let's say Tim Drake and them's older. You'd make Damian Wayne like 18, 19. He's like, yo, I'm damn near a grown man. I'm the best fighter in the League of Shadows. Like, I don't need this nigga telling me nothing. Like, that's because in your teenage years, like when you 8 and 10, you defiant, but you like childish defiant. But when you
Yeah.
18, 19, you defiant in a place of like, you don't need nobody telling you shit because you feel indestructible. You feel like nothing can touch you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But having a 10-year-old wielding a katana,
It's gonna be stupid.
it's gonna be stupid.
But you got to think about it, and the fact that he was trained in the League of Shadows, he's like his mind is like at a 15-year-old. If you think about it. He
Yeah,
had to
but
grow
imagine
up.
him trained League of Shadows and he's already 18, 19. So in his mind, he's like, you're fighting crime dressed as a bat, and you struggle beating a clown that has done X, Y, Z, Z, and Z. It's like, nigga, I'm 19. I could take this whole city over.
I mean, to give him the benefit of the doubt, Damian Wayans always felt like that, no matter how old the nigga was.
Yeah.
He's already been grown up in
Yeah,
the
he
ways
got a
of like
mind. You
being
can
an adult.
definitely,
So he already gonna look at Bruce
but
like,
he's still
nigga, you're
a
a
kid,
clown.
bro. Like we talking about live action, and he's still a child.
Yeah, but I
bro.
mean, even in the animation though, even in the animated joint, I'm pretty sure he was probably around that same age in the animated joint, and he
You can
still
get
had
away-
the same. He
You can
still
get
had the
away
same
with some shit,
attitude.
though.
He still had the same attitude towards that nigga. He was like,
But
nigga,
what my thing is, how is the story just going to be about the back and forth with him trying to get his son away from the mindset of League of Assassins
I'm guessing
versus him
that'll be
being
the-
like a Robin, like a
Yeah.
true Robin?
Yeah, this is already there yet, Batman style.
Yeah, bro. I don't really care. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't really.
This
I
nigga
would have
trying to
much
use
rather
the Guardians of the Galaxy.
if they wanted to use a Robin at that point. I would have much rather them just do like the old school Batman and Robin, and then they just bring it up to speed, like they basically doing with this Superman movie. Like I'd rather just be like, okay, well, just keep that vibe going for all of it, but it's gonna be weird because it's gonna be like you trying. I don't know. Superman will make me feel a lot better if it's
They
good.
low key need to Sonic the Hedgehog that Superman movie first off.
Come back, go back to the drawing board.
Yeah, you're
Come
like,
back,
y'all,
come
we
better.
gonna push this back like 6 more months. We got to change the suit
Change
and
everything.
and these haircuts and that
Yep.
kaiju.
Yep.
And then how
And the
successful
little-
do you
and the
think?
little
And that little girl legs.
And the little girl kicking rocks in the street with a
Kicking
kaiju.
rocks
up her
while the
ass.
kaiju's, yeah. What? How do you think?
This is all Guardians of the Galaxy. This DC version.
Bro.
All
I'm
these
telling you.
movies is Guardians of the Galaxy.
Who gonna be cast as Alfred? Keenan Thompson?
Oh, fucking brother.
Fucking Jay Leno.
Oh my gosh. What do you think that they could do? Like, think about all of the success.
Commissioner
that
Gordon,
Batman-
Tyler Perry.
Oh my gosh. Let's just keep getting worse. As Medea. Commissioner Gordon. As Medea.
Yo.
Hello, Batman. Hello.
They got Two-Face played by Kel Mitchell.
Yo, dead ass.
man.
I'm not gonna be surprised at nothing James gonna throw out at niggas.
Do you think a light like a not necessarily like Batman is dark? I think that they'll still continue to keep it dark, but do you think that a lighter tone?
No,
Because
nigga,
I'm
we
sorry, if
don't
a
want no
child
Adam
is
West
involved.
Batman. This is not my
I
mom's
agree.
1960 Batman.
I agree with you. I don't think that in this age, with the success that we've seen with Batman, as it's been, the darker tone, darker element Batman, like we know that is successful. I don't think we have any reason to believe that a lighter tone Batman would be a movie that would succeed.
I got a good question for y'all. Through all the Batmans in our history that we've seen, villains and stuff in all these movies, the live action, that's all I'm pointing to. Which one you think would be very successful in a James Gunn DC?
Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, that was exactly that era. I was gonna go the one where you had Jack Nicholson.
But what character?
Playing...
What character? You can only pick one.
Mr. Freeze. Oh, I'm sorry. Jim Carrey is Riddler.
I'm mad because I was thinking that same thing. He would be perfect. If they had him,
they're gonna be like, let's cast him as Eggman in the Batman movie. It's gonna be a whole lot of.
I don't know. Shit. I really at this current point, I feel like Superman. I can have more patience with the idea of James Gunn doing that because coming from he did Scooby Doo.
Who?
He wrote Scooby Doo? James Gunn. The classic Scooby. Yes, the classic Scooby Doo live action that came out. Yeah. So,
like, he would kill a comic book movie, literally.
So that all I'm saying, that's what I like. I just don't. And then when we get to him in comic book movie iterations, you have him doing Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yo, he does, bro. Every single movie he does is really a Scooby Doo joint. You got a main dude, a side nigga, a fucking animal that takes the heart away, and two bitches. Excuse my French. Two women in the crew. You got Mantis and Gamora.
He really been.
You got Peter
copy
Quill,
and pasting for 20
Quill
years.
And Drax. Look at the thing. Peter Quill,
look at
Drax, Shaggy, Rocket Raccoon, Scooby, Gamora, fucking Daphne, Velma, Mantis. Oh my God. Show's over. I'm boycotting. James Gunn is going to turn every movie into Scooby Doo.
I just don't know if I see him doing a darker movie justice unless he were to leave it. And that's the thing, unless he left it to the Matt Reeves side of things, but he don't want to do that. He got to kind of understand that he going to have to don't make the same mistakes as the people before you. Don't try to like think you can handle every single title every single way. He should be trying to get like really should be trying to talk to Matt Reeves like, look, I can't do the Batman in a successful way like you can, even if you don't want to use Robert Pattinson's Batman. If we don't want to do that, I need you to come on to do Batman because I'm not going to do Batman justice.
Who directed Punisher season 1?
That's a good question.
Who directed Punisher season 1? Daredevil season 1, Arrow season 1, them season 1s of them shows.
It was the same.
Like, yo,
Tom Shankland.
Yeah,
he directed the first 2 episodes of the first season of.
I wouldn't mind seeing a Batman done by somebody like that in their style.
Show us because we always see the Batman vengeance side and the anger, but it's like, yo, flesh out some of this story. If anything, let me know if y'all agree with this. Instead of a Lantern series, I would rather they dump a shit ton of money for the budget on a Batman series. Show us the detective work of Batman. Show us a Bruce Wayne. Like show us CEO Bruce Wayne, how he's handling layoffs at Wayne Corp. How he's in the Batcave making batarangs, talking to Alfred about different
especially in this James Gunn era.
And then it's like you leave the season off on a cliffhanger. You show like a little owl feather floating around or some shit. Bam, you got a Court of Owls Batman movie coming up after he done just did some light work in Gotham for the whole season. And then the movie could be Court of Owls. Not no fucking Green Lantern.
I don't even mind them doing Green Lanterns just because it's like the full world exploration that the Green Lanterns bring.
Imagine
universe.
8 episodes of Batman, all about 40 minutes long. That's like 3 movies.
I do agree. I agree with that. And I think that especially with James, like I think a TV series will be better for James Gunn to get his feet wet with such a dark subject matter, as opposed to just going into it with a movie. I understand he'll have different people directing it, but we know for the most part, everything that James Gunn has been a part of, he always got something to do with it. So it's like he either it's gonna be he writes the script for it, or he's directing it, or something. He's gonna have some type of role. And I agree with you. I think if you told him, challenge yourself, started out with a TV show. We don't necessarily have to have that be successful, but just started out with a TV show to see if you could translate those darker tones effectively for what has been successful for a Batman franchise since the 80s, 70s, 80s. Like he needs to take. I think he just think he can't do any wrong. Superman, I'll give him that, because Superman is like lighter, but this other stuff, bro. To be honest with you, I understand Creatures Commando is more like Suicide Squad, and I'm not very familiar with Creature Commandos in the comic books, but like something tell me they weren't this silly. Just something in my gut tell me they was like really dark and really dark. Like it was really dark. It's a very dark series following characters that's looked at as monsters. It's probably more like along the Watchmen feel as a comic book. That's what my gut tell me. And if that's the case, even if people think that Creature Commandos is good or that it's going good, there were some episodes that I like. But even if people do ultimately like it, when you go back to the original source material, it's like, bro, if I'm right, if my little thought process is right, and I am right that it's more of a Watchmen style comic, bro, none of that is shown in this television series, in this animated series. None of that is shown. So, then him doing a Batman, which is usually an even darker tone. Batman is a dark tone. You can't take that away from Batman. Him trying to do Batman and Robin after the success that we've seen with a dark Batman in 2024. The same guy who wrote Scooby-Doo. Again, I'm going back to that point.
That shit ruined my whole night.
I just don't think that this makes, none of it makes sense to me, but this really don't make sense to me. I don't know. Batman or Superman, I'll give you. Green Lanterns, that might be able, maybe he could alleviate some of my concerns in the Green Lantern, because Green Lantern can kind of go either way. Either he can make it very like bright and lighthearted, or he could use Green Lantern as a stepping stone to more darker tones and themes. And I'm hoping that that's what the Green Lantern series is going to be. More of that stepping stone in the darker themes. Because the Green Lanterns can get dark if they want to get dark.
Batman about to be Ice Age 3. Put it in the books. All right.
Jinkies.
We got this last one. We got the Spider-Man animated series. The long-awaited animated show that Marvel has been supposed to drop. It was supposed to initially go over Tom Holland's Spider-Man his freshman year of high school, but it seems like from the trailer, this might actually be a different timeline Spider-Man or different universe Spider-Man. So, my good brother, if you don't mind pulling up that trailer.
Peter, you're gonna be late.
Sorry, man, I'm okay.
Hey, Petey's always been a bit clumsy.
You know me, clumsy, Petey, Parker. Mr. Campbell, I remembered I left something in the bathroom. Deuces. Parker out.
Superpower size kid, know you want a neighbor like me. Look out.
Somebody help me! He's running, grab him! Gotcha!
I thought it was dead meat.
Check out our next victim in his dumbass costume.
Is my suit really that bad? Ouch.
Oh!
Watch out for that ladder! Just consider it a good deed from your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. That's me, by the way. I'm Spider-Man.
There we go again. Swinging through the city so fast you could barely notice him.
I truly believe that I have these powers to help people, to protect them.
Need my city, you need me. Taking off the mask, I know what you see. Know you want a neighbor like me. Just a young man cleaning up the streets.
I thought that man said, I know you want a nigga like me.
I did too. He said neighbor.
Your Spider-Man.
I did too. I said, whoa.
Oh man, this suit's incredible.
Bringing the Miles Morales storyline pretty quick in this. Ain't
This looks like a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
The white suit clean though.
And no,
I just realized though.
excused from said test. Ah, nice of you to join us, Mr. Parker. See me after class.
I just realized this though because I had so many questions like how would this be tied into the actual MCU if they already showed Norman Osborn and fucking Harry Osborn, they're both niggas.
Yeah.
And we haven't heard a peep about these niggas outside of No Way Home, and that wasn't even the Norman Osborn that we was trying to see. We was trying to see this universe's. But then I thought, now that I'm watching it again, maybe these niggas went somewhere and left. Maybe Harry's mom died. And this is the portion, and this is the part where Norman comes back and becomes Green Goblin, all of that shit. Maybe something happened and they had to leave. And now that he's in college for this new trilogy, Tom Holland eventually meets back up with Harry. But I like the race switch. I like the black because I was wondering how they gonna have a white man have waves, orange waves at that. But you know,
Yeah,
A ginger.
You might like it, but other people ain't gonna like it.
I
Yeah,
thought
fuck
it'd
them
be.
niggas.
I mean, I thought it'd be a little different. Like I said, have that nigga Timothy Chalamet as Harry Osborn, because that would be a bit different dynamic. They both in college, same age. Harry coming from a wealthy background.
Tom and Harry or Tim are pretty close to, if I'm not mistaken.
So and they kind of they got them similar features. Like Harry got that rich preppy.
Yeah, Timothy Chalamet look
He
exactly like
definitely
him.
got that. He got that Canisius High School swag.
All right.
He do. He a fucking Daisy.
All right. I forgot that's how I forgot niggas call niggas that. What the fuck?
That's funny. That is hilarious.
But a black Harry Osborn, who would play him? Who was that nigga from that one movie?
Yo, nah, you know who I really think might be able to play him? Fucking
Shamir Moore?
What the fuck no? Oh, Will Smith's son.
Jaden Smith. When the last time he acted?
What about Will Smith's husband playing Norman Osborn?
Oh,
Will Smith.
What?
Jada Pinkett.
Yo, you gotta stop.
They gonna see this and they gonna get our showcase.
She ain't gonna do it because she ain't gonna have the waves. No offense. No
Jada,
offense.
can you get waves? No, Shamik Moore could play Harry Osborn, but he be on some weird shit.
No, the fuck he can't because he be on that weird shit.
What other black?
Ain't
What other
nobody
black?
gonna want to be his love interest.
But what black person is really gonna play
Jaden
Harry
Smith.
Osborn? Who?
Jaden
Oh,
Smith.
Jaden Smith.
I don't know the
A
last
lot
time
of black
he
actors,
acted.
they got too much swag to be playing Harry Osborn. Even the little nigga from Stranger Things couldn't play Harry Osborn. He got a little too much nigga in him.
He do.
Too much sauce in that boy. You need a nigga. You know who could play Harry Osborn? A young, childish Gambino. One of them type niggas.
Yeah.
But yeah, Rob, you ain't getting no black Harry Osborn. Harry Osborn might as well be Asian.
It's
He can be an Asian or white dude. Think about it.
I'm not gonna for a live action, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I think we just need to leave it with the white guy. Like it's a little. This is hard.
Yeah, too much
name a black man that's gonna be Harry Osborn. Who are they going for? They're not going for Wendell
Can you
Pierce.
call her for me?
They're not going for a Lawrence Fishburne. You never know.
Michael B. Jordan.
Lawrence Fishburne, when he played Ike Turner, would be a perfect Norman Osborn. a thinner Lawrence Fishburne with them acting chops, it's over.
Yeah, that would be solid. But like, who the kid? It's just who's the kid.
He could still be he'd probably be like an octoroon because they would make his mother white probably. So Harry Osborn would be a very light skinned brother. I'm thinking
I still can't imagine an actor. Like, I'm trying to put an actor to this.
I'm saying, bro, when they cast niggas in movies, we got too much sauce to be playing some preppy nigga.
You can be a saucy preppy nigga though.
You can't.
Yes,
Not Norman Osborn's son.
Norman Osborn's son was that nigga though, if I'm not mistaken.
But look at who they cast before: James Franco and Dane DeHaan. That role don't necessarily scream.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of shorties love James Franco at a point in time.
Yeah, before he was a nut. But look who they can have now. Marvel probably salivating at the mouth if we can get Timothée Chalamet and Tom Holland in the same movie. That's $1 billion right there. Bitches already talking about Doom.
Honestly, it is.
That's $100 billion.
They picked up a Doom book since it came out. The movie probably like, yo, Tom Holland, Timothée Chalamet, and let's don't have them both fiending for Zendaya in the same movie. Come on, bro. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
It is.
He kind of right though.
Yeah.
Like, I can't find any flaw in what he's saying right now. He is absolutely right for every single point that he just explained.
3 of the biggest stars right now in the young people category, young adult demographic: Tom Holland, Timothée Chalamet, Zendaya. Put them in a movie together, you got $1 billion.
Who's gonna be his father then?
Any white dude.
Yes, literally. Yo, literally though. Anyway,
dude.
Bro, Norman Osborn can be played by any dude. He doesn't. Norman Osborn don't have to have like.
Nah, you can't do any.
William Dafoe had a Green Goblin look. He didn't have no Norman Osborn look. He just looked like a straight goblin.
You can't have any old body because they same nigga go play Green Goblin. We gonna need a top tier actor. You can't go from William Dafoe to some ass.
Not even some ass, but if you have Norman Osborn, like we've seen William Dafoe's Norman Osborn, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like I'm saying, like you get a Norman Osborn that's heavily focused on business, heavily
more Lex Luthor. That's how he is in the comics. It's more like a Lex Luthor.
Yes, with government affairs. Like you have a Norman Osborn that's kind of ruthless, who's still that father figure, and he's still nice to Peter and other people. But it's like behind closed doors, this Norman Osborn is literally like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
I think they might actually make this nigga black. They talk about Coleman Domingo as Norman Osborn.
Which is crazy, but I did see that too.
Oh, white folks.
Oh, they said Bob Odenkirk.
Bob, who the fuck is that?
He was Better Call Saul.
He said
Better Call Saul, the guy who played Better Call Saul.
Ew, fuck no.
He gonna be doing a stand-up comedy routine as the Green Goblin.
Right?
No, I can kind of see it.
Do not do Coleman Domingo.
I can't see him getting busy. William
Coleman
Dafoe's
Domingo gotta be changed.
and I can see him get busy. Even in the fucking recent Spider-Man movie, I can see William Dafoe get busy, his old ass. But fucking Better Call Saul, I can't see that nigga get busy at all.
But he in the Green Goblin suit. It would just be him as Norman
Matthew
McConaughey. I saw Matthew McConaughey.
Ooh, that's a different one. Somebody said John Hamm for this
he
one.
He do look like he could be the father to Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey. He look like
Timothy Chalamet's father.
Michael Keaton.
Fuck no.
I don't hate that, but is he too old?
Oh, Bradley
Andrew
Cooper?
Lincoln from Walking Dead.
Who is it?
Andrew Lincoln. I've never seen Walking Dead. I just seen niggas just saying he's from Walking Dead.
Oh,
is that the nigga? I can't remember his name. I think I know who he's talking about.
Y'all know who would be a crazy Norman Osborn if they didn't cast him in this god awful Captain America bullshit coming up? That Dominican nigga from
Despacito.
Wait, who is it?
I can see that one.
Oh,
Despacito. It's
now,
not.
if you casted him as Norman Osborn, but he wouldn't be no good Goblin.
No,
Giancarlo.
Now we going back to what Sage was saying about the mobility. It's just not believable mobility wise.
Yeah, I can't see Matthew
Right.
McConaughey being no Green Goblin type nigga.
It was like when they brought back Homeboy to play the Green Goblin. Like
William
his
Dafoe.
movement, yeah, like his movement, like they made it work. But his movement, we all
But
know.
we
it.
all
It wasn't
know.
there. We
Yeah.
all know.
His acting is just able to mask us asking questions
Patrick
as
Wilson,
the watcher. Who the fuck is that?
the nigga that played Orm, or he was in the Insidious movies. He's got range.
Oh.
He's also in Phantom of the Opera.
Nah.
Or Michael Shannon, he played General Zod.
Oh,
I'm
like
not
that
gonna
one.
lie to you.
I like Coleman Domingo.
The,
Over all
An-
these
the
niggas now.
Andrew Lincoln, though. The Andrew Lincoln, I
Oh.
could kind of see that. The guy who was Rick in Walking Dead.
Look at
Because
David
like you,
Windham.
because that's
No.
the slick back hair with Timothy Chalamet as his son.
So,
Yeah, that would go perfect.
but here's the thing. You know, the bad part is the one thing that pops in my head every time I see Andrew Lincoln now is Coral.
He
Yeah.
gonna say the same thing about
I
Harry
can't.
when he get packed up.
Yo, T, pull up David Windham.
David Windham.
David Windham. And then, or are they also saying Billy Cudrup from Watchmen, the dude that played Dr. Manhattan?
David Windham? Ew.
Nigga, he's a Green Goblin, not a supermodel.
I can most definitely see him being Green Goblin.
That means Harry can't be some suave nigga.
Windham?
Harry gotta be a
Windham.
suave nigga, because Harry always been a suave nigga.
Yeah, nah, I don't see it.
Go to Billy Cudrup. He could be Timothy Chalamet's dad.
Nigga is adamant about Timothy Chalamet being
No, I really think that's a great idea.
Robert, I'm just trying to act like Marvel. If we need this
Yeah.
shit to hit $1 billion, Timothy Chalamet is the evil version.
That's Marvel, bro.
Matter of
Oh,
fact,
like,
you
that's
can make
Mar-
his Harry Osborn steal the
Marvel
Goblin
to the
serum,
T.
have him and Tom
Hey,
Holland fight.
nah. Billy
Billy
Crudup?
Yeah,
This
Watchmen?
nigga damn near look like a young William Dafoe.
Wait, damn. You said
Billy
who?
Crudup.
Crudup?
Billy Crudup.
He was in the he was Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah, this nigga looks eerily like a younger William Dafoe. I'm not gonna lie.
That can be Timothy Chalamet's father.
I seen his Wikipedia. Look at his Wikipedia picture. His Wikipedia picture. It's like, what the fuck? That one. It's like, what the fuck?
He looks like a young William Dafoe.
Ah,
He looks
yeah.
like a
I'm
young-
like,
he
what
looks
the
like
fuck?
a perfect Norman Osborn.
Get that nigga orange hair and waves, and we got a hit,
Yeah.
Marvel.
Wow, he do look just
Norman
like
Osborn is not gonna have waves.
Yes, he is. He needs to.
Rob. That is
Oh,
not.
I'm sorry,
I've never
DJ
seen Norman
DJ
Osborn use a
Conrad.
brush. They're not gonna be like, "Yo, get them waves spinning, nigga."
Look
360s
at how
are
he
up.
have waves in the comics. This is even more racist shit. Marvel, we on to your ass. How y'all get a white man waves? Ain't
If
that
that's the
nigga
case-
in the comics had waves. Miles Morales, no waves. Luke Cage, no waves.
Waves.
Because you
Well,
know,
Luke Cage is bald.
Falcon,
but you
no
know when they
waves.
need a strong black nigga is really just a bald head nigga with a hoop earring. Dressed
T'Challa,
like a
no
fucking
way.
white.
Bald head. A bald head.
he don't need to have
Bro.
the waves. Also, DJ Cole Red, thank you for joining us, sir.
Coat red.
Appreciate you, as always.
He don't have to have waves though.
Hold on.
He doesn't have to have waves.
Oh, wait, hold on.
If he did, they
How
could have
Tito
cast
only-
somebody Hispanic.
Yo, what's killing me is this man, like, how T the only one with chat privileges? They all can see the chat. They
Yeah,
can
we
all
didn't-
see the
We
chat.
can't post the chats on the screen so everybody else can see him though.
Oh, we in private chat.
That's
No,
what
go
I'm
to
always
comments.
amending.
Just go to
You gotta go to
comments.
comments to see it.
Comments.
I'm always in private chat, so I forget to switch over.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, damn. Coat red been in here for a minute.
A minute, yeah.
Who is
He
that
a
nigga
OG.
from that
He
one
stick
movie?
through.
No, that's crazy. It's not like that. It's not like that. We gave you the MVP for last year, Cole Red. Don't do us like that.
No, I'm sorry.
Don't do us like that.
Don't, what? It's like, what?
Rob, Norman
What'd you
Osborn
say?
not gonna have
We
waves.
need a nigga with waves for Norman
Rob,
Osborn.
they giving us
Yeah,
Captain
but bro,
America.
it's
If I gotta sit here and watch Are We There Yet with Damien and Bruce, and goddamn it, I am deserved
Robert,
the
they're gonna be
right.
like, what do these baby apes want? We already gave them our Captain America.
Hold on.
These knuckle draggers.
Yo, look
These
what I looked up.
niggas. Oh God, them ain't waves. Who brushing that nigga head?
Yo, look what they did with William Dafoe.
Come on, Rob.
bro. You gotta
It's
give
'cause-
up
it's
on
'cause
that.
it's
No,
black.
go to that one with the red where he looked menacing, right down there.
This
To
one?
the right. I mean, yeah. That's
See,
a
William
Hispanic.
Dafoe would go
You could
crazy
possibly
with
get like
the Widow's
a
Peak
Hispanic
waves,
or
nigga.
middle.
That's the nigga from the
You
Bronx.
crazy.
You heard?
A Hispanic, like that's the thing. Like, I don't know
This
if
one
it
took
will
me out
work,
though.
but
This one took
Oh
me
my
out though.
God. The Goblin with waves? Come on. I know that ain't no brush.
bro,
That's the bro.
he did. Yes, he do. Yes, he do.
He said, I gotta keep these shit spinning, even in Goblin form.
No. They really got the Goblin with the wave.
With the
brush.
waves, man. How
Nah,
they got a
damn that.
picture of a random nigga with waves?
Just give him a hairline. 'Cause
Next.
anyways, it's atrocious.
Like he just. Oh my
Bro,
god!
He got a McDonald's arch. Ayo, I don't
Is
care
Norman,
what you
yo,
give me.
look at, is his ethnicity like black? Because he looking a little too.
He look, bro. He
You
got
could.
waves.
That's
bro.
what I
He
was gonna
got-
say. Maybe if you
might-
got somebody
really
that was
might
kind
be
of
a
racially
octoroon.
ambiguous.
Octoroon. I thought this nigga was saying Octoroon from fucking Dan to Dan.
No, yo, Norman Osborn might be 1/8 black and then married a white woman on some Patrick Mahomes shit. So he really could have waves. He probably is a Patty Mahomes type nigga.
Probably.
Nah, yeah. But name a black man that's gonna want to play a goblin.
We
Cold
played
Domingo.
Cottonmouth.
Yeah, they play Cottonmouth.
Yo,
Yeah,
really
nigga said I
though?
play Cottonmouth, but I ain't playing no goblin.
You said you would play Cottonmouth, but wouldn't play Green Goblin.
That's what the
Green
nigga that played
Goblin.
Cottonmouth said.
Now
That's
the
why
nigga is playing fucking Blade.
Ain't but one Blade. He is not playing Blade. Get that out
He
your
is.
head.
Is it?
But yo,
Why they
They
what
got
kills
rewrote
me?
the book for Wesley
do-rag?
Snipes now. Get out of here.
I'm not
That
gonna
ain't
lie.
goblin with a do-rag.
Yes, it is.
Mhm.
Cottonmouth was played by Mahershala
Imagine the
Ali.
mask for Green Goblin really just a baggy do-rag.
Oh my god!
Cottonmouth was played by Mahershala Ali in the Luke Cage series.
Oh God. Luke Cage should not be canon.
And
That
now he
shit is
about to.
not gonna experiment.
It's
That's
not.
what if
It's
Marvel.
not.
It's not. What if Luke
He
Cage
ain't
was
lying.
the ass?
What if Marvel Luke Cage season? That shit is not canon. Alfred Woodard and that.
Oh,
Can't believe
speaking
that
of which,
was Marvel, so.
what would they put right here?
Yeah,
He
but they
can't
got him
get
playing.
though. They got him playing a role in Captain America.
I know.
He got that Antonio Banderas going on. He got that growl, that R rolling accent. Too much for a Green Goblin.
If you get somebody of
Peter
color,
Parker.
like a black man, the problem becomes who you have as his son.
Why you put so much emphasis on black
That
man?
if you get somebody that's white, it wouldn't have like you could just get Timothy Chalamet and call it a day.
I'm trying to let you know, Robert. The goal
You know?
is to get Timothy Chalamet in the MCU before James Gunn snatch him up and he becomes
Snatch him away. Yep.
And he becomes somebody like, who knows what James Gunn would cast him as? Catwoman,
Robin, Teen Titans, Robin.
Nigga said
Ooh.
Catwoman.
I said Catwoman.
Yeah, no, he would be. Now imagine to me Chalamet as a Tim Drake. No, snatch him up as
Yeah.
Harry Osborn. That way he ain't
He said, "Don't give him no ideas."
Yeah.
You sound just like you. I feel like you channeled Kevin Feige for 2 seconds there. Snatch them up
No.
before they don't let them know.
I'm just saying, if kids see the nigga from Dune in a Spider-Man movie, they're going to see it. You can sell Harry
it'd be a
Osborn
Billy.
They was
toys.
gonna see it regardless.
Exactly. So it's gonna be a Billy.
Yeah,
Easy.
Coleman Domingo is not getting butts in seats. Maybe for
No.
40-year-old black women,
For the niggas, yes.
10,000 black women going to see Spider-Man is not enough. To
It's
Black-
crazy.
a black
That's
Norman?
egregious.
I'm signing
not-
up right now.
Rob, you signing up regardless too. You just like the kids. You don't need your little black angle. You don't even need your little black angle. You gonna see it just like the kids. It don't matter. You don't need Coleman Domingo as much as Marvel's merchandise need Timothy Chalamet.
Oh shit. That'd just be so funny. Can you imagine the uproar that would happen? Let's introduce.
No, but like I'm not mad at them diversifying not Norman Osborn. I just don't think that it's too many other pieces that gotta go with it. That's where I think it would get tricky.
Imagine this
because I really don't know what young adult could play or teenager. I don't know what young teen could play Miles Morales if they did a live action today. I really can't think.
Stranger Things.
I don't like it. I don't like it
because he don't fit like the Dominican mom, black dad. He more of a Haitian mom, Haitian dad.
He still could be from New York, but that's not the right bird.
And I'm like, y'all can't cast no Haitian nigga as Spider-Man. What he gonna do? Swing around on a broom?
Oh my goodness, yo, son.
Lord have mercy.
Yo,
fuck web slinging. This nigga got a broom.
Yeah.
He flying around New York.
Yo, this nigga needs to be stopped,
bro.
This man's on a roll tonight.
This nigga needs to be stopped.
Oh my god.
There are no. The only Hispanic nigga that I think of is the nigga that they got in Ironheart.
Oxtail.
Dallas Dupree Young could be a good one.
Robert just Googling niggas. You know good well you never seen Dallas Dupree Young in anything.
I'm looking at him. He was in Cobra Kai, Ready Player One, and Shameless.
Shameless. He must have been a Robert.
Dallas Dupree Young.
Yeah, he probably this guy probably could play.
Yeah,
Miles Morales.
Miles
this probably the best that I've seen.
What's the Quincy dude? What about Quincy? How old is he?
Ooh.
Diddy's son, the light skinned one.
Nigga, they ain't getting nobody related to Diddy for nothing, nigga.
First of all, he's not related to Diddy. He's Albie Shore.
Bro, they not getting Diddy's
anybody related to that nigga, bro.
To play anybody
in the MCU. He's 33. I thought he was like 22.
No.
They got a Rico case on this nigga.
These niggas
Marvel said, you know who we need to go get? We need to go get Diddy's son.
Bro, couldn't have me in Marvel. I'll be in the Marvel office. Ooh. Diddy's son. There, you know.
Yo, you're an idiot, D. Ooh, Diddy's son.
Oh, take us over the edge. I just got this knowing. Yeah, it take you over the edge of this, nigga. Y'all ain't never coming back from that.
That'll be it. Like, we just got over Jonathan Majors. You talking about Diddy's son? What we doing? Doubling down?
Imagine.
Oh my god.
Every white person in that barroom is gonna stop whatever they doing and look at your
throw
ass.
A book at you.
Not just look, they gonna use the hard R. They gonna say if it's one time we get to use this word, I think
I'm using it right now.
You need to leave, you baby ape. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Sorry, Quincy. Your Hollywood roles are over. Unless you're doing Johnson & Johnson commercials. Well, yeah, they just need to keep shit regular. If they want a Black Osborn, just make a Black Osborn in the comics, because you probably got niggas working at Marvel sweating trying to find the right characters. Like, if Norman really gotta have ways, we gotta cast one of these niggly bears.
If we come back,
bro, you really brought that back, D, huh?
Yeah. If we come back and Norman Osborn is named and Harry Osborn is named as a black family, we having a live cookout on the next stream after that shit.
And his name wouldn't be Harry; it'll be like Harry On. Harry On Osborn.
Harry On.
Harry On Kendrill Osborn.
Harry On Kendrill Osborn.
Bro, yeah, this is it's too hard.
This is be like, yo, if I was in charge of DC and Marvel, I'd be like, look, we ain't race swapping, we ain't gender swapping shit. Get a nigga that looked like this nigga in the comics, and that's it.
Yeah.
Stressing me out.
Miles Brown, I feel like could probably be the best one.
One thing is,
Yeah,
did
I'm
y'all
looking
notice?
at him now.
Well, my thing is, hold on. Did
Miles
y'all
Brown
notice
played
one?
in Blackish.
But did y'all notice one thing about that trailer though? A certain voice actor that was in there.
Ooh.
In
Spider-Man?
NPC Miles Morales. That one kid that
Oh, really? Honestly?
yeah, he's in there.
Wow.
Yeah, hold on. I got y'all.
Bro, I'm with D now. Maybe they would just cast like somebody wild.
So right here,
At
I
this
got you.
point.
I got you. Right here.
That's Harry.
No. I'll show you right here.
Check out our
Right there. Listen to his voice.
check out our next victim in his dumbass costume.
Oh, that's the nigga that does the
Yeah.
They just be casting.
Bruh,
They just D might be right. Maybe they will use Diddy's son.
It's honestly, apparently, it was because of the whole Kaisenet Mafia thon that he was on that he was able to get that.
Yeah.
Who?
Good shit. The
You
dude
don't know
that
Kaisenet, the big time streamer.
the dude that did the Spider-Man TikTok joints.
Yeah, he was on Tyson. What?
No,
he was on Kaisenet.
Kaisenet.
He was doing his NPC thing at night while Kai was sleeping.
Yeah.
And he was calling out everybody that was doing the subs.
Oh, okay.
Bruh, every night that man was grinding. Every night he was there from like maybe 3 in the morning to like 11 o'clock that same morning, just doing his NPC thing. And Kai would be like, "Yo, go get some sleep." He's like, "Nah, this is an opportunity. I'm going to do this." He was able to meet Shamik more. He was able to get this opportunity. He's getting other opportunities because of this.
Fuck that nigga. All right, back on to what we was talking about.
Because he's doing better than you.
No.
Damn.
He can
Jesus,
do that. Yeah, OD.
He said,
That's
"Let me just
subjective.
Shit on you real quick."
That's the right word, right? I think so.
I'm just saying you didn't have to. I'm just saying you crapping on another black
So we
man.
moving on from
That's
Norman
something we not
Osborn
supposed
having
to do.
waves.
Yeah, are we
That
okay
was-
with that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
what's
I'm
the
cool
next
with-
topic, Rob? Because your dream is not coming true.
Nah,
It's
that's-
not gonna happen.
I'm letting you know this right now. When they come back and they be like, Norman, he's a nigga.
No, it's gonna
guess
be
what?
Norma.
Harry, he's a nigga as well.
Did you
And
say Norma?
They're gonna
Norman.
make it a female goblin, and it's gonna be Octavia Spencer. Norma.
All right, yeah, let's end it right there. Let's end it right here. Okay.
No, we got another video to watch.
No, we don't. That was the last one.
That's the last one. Oh my gosh.
Yo, Norma. They gonna get
Who
a
is
nigga. They gonna change his name from
Norma
Osborn
Osborn.
to Norman
Oscorp
Reedus.
left to her after she took care of Norman Osborn and his family for the past 45 years in the hell.
And
Who played Amanda Waller?
Viola Davis.
You gonna get Viola
quick,
Davis.
real quick. I think Viola Davis is probably the most overrated actress of all time. And let me tell you why.
She's just nice.
Here we go.
This woman will overplay every character she has. You can't name me one character she's played where she's not crying and blowing snot bubbles down to her fucking kneecaps.
That snot bubble is embarrassing. They said, "Oh, we put you in
Woman
everything."
King." Viola Davis is playing another version of Viola Davis. How to Get Away with Murder. Viola Davis is playing a law version of Viola Davis.
Yo, we gotta
she's
stop.
playing a southern version of Viola Davis. She is
Suicide Squad.
She is just a law-abiding citizen, Viola Davis, in Suicide Squad. All she do is scream, holler, cry, and blow snot bubbles, and niggas is giving out Oscars like they just participation.
Yeah, she an ego, ain't she?
Swear, bro.
That's terrible. The Golden Globes is on tonight.
Oh my
Bro, watch. Go watch Viola Davis. Type in on YouTube Viola Davis movie scene. Every joint gonna be exactly the same.
It's just gonna be Viola Davis.
It's gonna be her screaming and crying and just overacting. Her and Fences screaming, crying, overacting.
Viola Davis just playing another role.
Viola Davis.
Viola Davis cast that.
That was hilarious.
Holy shit! All right.
Nah, bro.
That's crazy.
That's
Viola Davis
wild.
cast as a bitch version of Viola Davis.
It's wild. Oh my gosh.
Oh shit. Oh, nah, that's crazy. Oh fuck. That's nuts. Viola Davis, please don't kick us. We ever get famous.
She
Kick
just
D, don't
not,
kick
I think it's
us.
just
Kick
she's just
D.
a kind person.
Don't run into
She's
me,
just
ho.
real positive and kind. So I feel like people want to use her. And she
You
does.
gonna
I
be
mean,
Derek
it's
Parker.
over the
Cast
top.
as
But
cast as a woman beater.
Yo, Rob. Yo,
Sorry. he said you better not run into me, ho. Derek cast as a woman beater.
yo.
this shit really gonna be doing the snot bubble. Oh,
Please, no
I'm
one clip this. Please, no
sweating.
one clip this.
Oh my
fuck, man.
god.
Ooh wee. All right. All right.
Mm-mm.
She gonna stumble upon
Oh.
this one day out of her career and be like, "Fuck these niggas." You know what? That's word too. Fuck
I
these
follow
niggas.
her too on Instagram. She really positive and like is a kind, wonderful woman. And now she gonna see this video if we ever were to have any level of success and had a 50 Cent meme. Why you do that to me?
What's the movies that fucking Denzel Washington been in? What's the movies? The fucking where he is spying some shit.
Equalizer.
Viola Davis cast as the Equalizer.
Viola Davis is John Wick.
Yo, see,
Viola Davis, that's the cop from Training Day.
see, bro. Everything. She gonna be
my
the same
God.
person.
Oh shit, man. Who? All right. We appreciate y'all again for stopping on by.
Too much.
We gonna be back in here next Sunday doing the same old thing. We got new solo leveling. I think Invincible is coming out soon. Fucking Captain America's coming out soon. All these shits is coming out soon. So
Yeah.
be wary about that. Any new things we got, we will update y'all on them.
We might have to do games.
Oh, games too. You
Yo,
can meet
Assassin's Creed in February.
Assassin's Creed in
Finally.
February. Well,
It's a couple that's starting the year off, right?
yeah, I think Assassin's Creed might be the main one.
Mhm.
I don't know about anything else.
Monster
Marvel
Hunter.
Rivals or Monster
Monster
Hunter.
Hunter. I think they the same day, right?
Yeah, Sage, you ain't playing that. I know you ain't playing that one.
No, I'm not playing that. I'm playing the other one that you just said.
Oh, Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, I'm most definitely getting that one. But we appreciate y'all again. Episode 50, Big 50 up in this thing. We'll catch y'all again next week. Thank y'all for the laughs and for the good vibes for the past year. And we hope to bring y'all some more for the following year. All right. Y'all be easy. Have a good week. Peace.
Yes, sir.
Stop these dreams.